What's going on, guys? My name is Marcel Flores. Welcome to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. As we're heading into fall, let's talk about knitwear today, specifically about sweaters. I've got 5 different styles for you, 2 examples for each, and on top of that, outfits styling them. So we've got 10 fits. We're gonna go through different colors, a few different styles, and primarily where I get my favorite knits so you can stock up for the season. So with that said, let's get it started. Links will be down below for you guys to shop. I got the first piece for you. This is a gorgeous crew neck sweater from H&M, Vancouver brand, female founded, really dope brand. Stumbled upon it in Soho recently. I feel like I've heard it before, but it's not a brand that's like prominent on my radar. Really love this piece with some of these raw finishes. And the way I styled it was primarily taking inspiration from the green accents of like that flip side here. That's what we have around the edges. So we got first Madewell jeans in a relaxed taper fit. On my feet we've got from Converse the 70s Plus in a green, which is perfectly matching the hat, which is a 47 brand cap, Yankees cap. And then to bring it all home, I chose a carry-all from the sports sack in a little bit of a lighter green, but overall this green was a bit darker. Then we have that medium green, and then with the tote bag. Really worked for me. First, casual outfit number 1, featuring this crew neck. That's the silhouette I want you to pay attention to. That's your classic. I'm also wearing it right now. This is an essential from Everlane. If something like this is too busy for you, you can always opt for the classics, like this Everlane piece, or Uniqlo has great simple crew neck sweaters, but you can also have a little bit of fun. In this case of the H&M sweater, we are having some fun with texture. So simple oatmeal cream color, but then we have a very light knit pattern that's just making this a little bit more interesting and more fun. The way I styled it is actually by covering up the majority of it with a vintage denim jacket that I thrifted recently from Pepsi Cola. Somebody produced it for Pepsi. Pepsi definitely did not make this themselves. But I really thought that light blue worked well with this lighter oatmeal. Then contrasting it a bit with a darker brown tone on the lower half with these Abercrombie and Fitch brown jeans. On my feet we've got from Todd Snyder the recently launched new sneakers in a bunch of different earth tones. Absolutely beautiful. Finish it off with a New Era, another Yankees cap, not 47, New Era this time. So we've got a really nice earth color palette inspired by the sweater, but then we're basing it against that neutral of the lighter denim blue, which I think works really well. Clearly, your first category is crew neck. A crew neck sweater belongs in your wardrobe every fall season. Because there's so much variety, like that doesn't even mean necessarily anything. Like it can be a bright yellow, super extraordinary crew neck, or it can be one of your simple ones. Wherever you land within the spectrum, a crew neck is definitely a good way to go. Another one that should probably be in your closet, if it isn't already, would be the sweater polo. Obviously long sleeve, we're talking about fall here, so definitely make sure you got that extra warmth. This one is also from H&M, found it in the same store, bought it in the same purchase. This is a zipper polo. So obviously we know the classic polos, and I'm not trying to cover like the absolute essentials. We're gonna go a little bit more experimental. Anyway, this is black, medium weight, so you can use it as a mid layer, even as a top layer, or you can just throw a tank top underneath and wear this thing by itself. But I really like the fit. It's a bit more on the relaxed side, and I chose to wear it here with an ATOS t-shirt that's just peeking out a little bit around the neck, a little bit of white to pick up on those beautiful sneakers from Reiss. These sneakers are primarily white, but there's a little bit of gray in there, and also those black details, so tying in nicely with the outfit, especially with the pants, which are flannel pants from Canali, nicely tailored, very slim, also cropped. I've had these for a few years, so they are a bit more the aesthetic of the past couple seasons than they are right now. If I got them right now, they'd probably be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit longer. And then I finished this piece off with the Suitsupply coat on top. So we have that really nice deep charcoal color with the black, then the white on the neck, and then that lighter gray, which I think makes for a really nice balanced achromatic color palette. A zipped polo is definitely very trendy. If you care about that thing, you will find those very easily anywhere. H&M, great destination, but you can also go to Abercrombie because they make this beautiful polo that if you watch this channel and you saw the last few videos, you would have seen this before. Very lightweight for the fact that it looks pretty heavy. Nice medium gray, buttonless, another big trend when it comes to polos. Like classic polos, buttons, cool, buttonless or zipper, definitely a bit more of an interesting way to go right now. You can still keep it classy with a simple color like this one and that minimal texture that we have in the knit. I did play around with this fairly minimal piece a whole lot by adding a flannel shirt underneath. Now, I've never actually worn a flannel shirt underneath the polo, and I'm sure a few of you are gonna be like, oh my god. We have a couple good comments over the last couple weeks. One Crappy Street, I think, was one of them, which I thought was spot on. I know that I'm playing around, but then a lot of people apparently can't handle, well, not a lot. A few people can't handle that, that's okay. But I think, you know, a flannel underneath the polo, why not? We have a little bit of a gray in that flannel as well. And then we have, to keep it then simple, Reiss pants in black. 2-inch cuff. We got the great sneakers one more time because they work with this color palette as well. So we got that white, the gray, and the black. And then to make it a bit more street, also note here beforehand, you don't have to add everything that I'm adding. If you like an outfit at the, without the hat, or without the bag, or without the flannel underneath the polo, I trust your imagination that you can piece those things together. I'm here to serve as inspiration, and if you don't like something I'm wearing, that is fine. Just make your adjustments, take what you want, and leave the rest. But I chose to add from Deux a cap and a matching tote bag that's from an event recently, a charitable event here in New York City. Love the pieces, and I really like that it's just adding a bit more edge and a little bit of color with that yellow. If polos aren't your vibe, then maybe the turtleneck is another essential silhouette for the fall. Early note, especially because I'm not integrating them into today's video, if you feel like you have a short neck and turtlenecks just don't work on you, you can always try a mock neck that's about half the length of this without the double folding. Look for mock necks if turtlenecks aren't it, but you want something in that direction. But for those of you that can rock them, this is a piece from Marco Polo. Marco Polo is a nice brand, but it's primarily in Europe. I believe it's German. Pretty sure it's German. I should know that because I am German. But I wanted to show this specifically because it's a very nice, simple, yet different turtleneck. We all know the classic turtlenecks that you can get at ZARA, Uniqlo, H&M. Wherever you go, you can get that very essential look. But this has a ribbing to it and also a really deep brown, which I thought was nice. So this is a medium weight, dark brown turtleneck, very essential piece that I chose to have so much fun with this outfit right here. A bunch of different earth tones, starting with that light neutral cream in the jacket from Les Deux, simple canvas jacket. Then we've got from KITH that rusty brown in the pants, which I really like, generally playing with that color in other earth tones. Then 3 different types of brown just in the sneakers by Todd Snyder, absolutely gorgeous sneakers, and for what I wanted to do, perfect. Then we have from Les Deux the cap up top, playing off of that tan, playing off of that red a little bit, and then at the center of it all, this beautiful turtleneck. Obviously, these are just a few styling suggestions. This very simple piece could look a million different ways, but there's at least one. Now, like I said, I'm not covering the absolute essentials. This is a cashmere turtleneck from Les Deux, a brand that you will absolutely see more on this channel. I know it's a bit pricey, but the value is beautiful and so is the styling. So here we have a bit more of a relaxed fit, almost like a street style turtleneck, just because of the size and the roominess of it all. So this one I chose to throw the ATOS Aero Bomber up top. That is significantly more saturated and a bit more yellow, but I think it works well. It's just like that nice balance. To add in a third tan, we've got another 47 cap Yankees, also in beige. Then we've got from Madewell relaxed taper jeans in a lighter blue, and finishing that off with my Puma X Ami high top sneakers for a fairly street look, but that's the whole point I was trying to prove with this piece. A turtleneck seems very classic, seems very traditional, but it can go another way if you so dare. Oh, and of course, when you're wearing a turtleneck and a bomber jacket, it might get very hot, but since we put those nice little convenient straps in the ATOS Aero bomber jacket, you can always pop it off and not have to worry about carrying it around. Now let's get a bit preppy and a bit classic and a bit essential. Like some guys have been complaining that this has gotten too crazy with the white fits and this and that and that. So here we have from Mango Man an essential piece. This is a knit cardigan in a nice like muted cognac color that I decided to style with the ATOS flannel shirt in brown, tan, some cream in there as well. So picking up nicely on these tones. We have the darker notes in the button that's also being picked up on. Then we're contrasting that with a darker blue jean from KOS. Slim straight fit that frankly could use a belt or a tailor because they're sitting a little low, so it's a whole lot of fabric towards the bottom of the leg. But likely nobody's gonna notice because they're distracted by those beautiful Bruno Magli sneakers in that cognac leather that I think works really well with this guy. Finishing that look off with a pair of specs just to make it a bit more nerdy, frankly. Like I've been wearing so many caps just I really like the aesthetic. My hair's been a little bit crazy. This is easy and I like them. So now when I don't wear one, I kind of feel like naked a bit. Glasses it is. Those are blue light glasses from Jade Black and a tortoise frame that work well off of these colors as well. And a cardigan. Look, I feel like the world is a bit divided, whether you like cardigans or no. People normally have a fairly strong opinion about that. But if you do like them, an essential like this is fantastic, also really reasonable price point. If you don't like them, maybe try one out, because especially right now, they're very happening. You can find them everywhere, and it's a fun thing to play around with because it makes layering very easy. And if you do indeed like cardigans and you maybe like some pattern, then this one is a great option for you as well. Abercrombie has, as you know, I think, you might not know it, but I think Abercrombie has absolutely been killing it recently. This beautiful cardigan is one iteration of them killing it. Really nice vibe. We got some black, some lighter brown, some cream, and then some primarily brown, of course. So I decided to match that with an Everlane T-shirt that's kind of like an oatmeal color. Then we've got from Mango Man a pair of black washed out jeans that are cropped, and then a beautiful pair of sneakers from Allen Edmonds, white sneakers, but then we have that Allen Edmonds A in both cognac as well as black leather, and I think that's working perfectly for this look. I got those same specs on one more time. Maybe it's also a cardigan thing that I like doing when I'm wearing a cardigan. I put those things on. I don't know. Same blue light glasses, also from Jade Black because they're the same ones. And I like what this does, right? Like, it's a simple cardigan. You wear a t-shirt underneath. You have a pair of jeans on and a pair of sneakers. If you just hear those pieces, simple outfit, but having something like that just adds a lot of texture to it, a lot of colors, and a lot of interest. I think that's a really simple way to make a simple outfit less than simple. Now, last but not least, because I've been talking for too long anyway, V-necks, category 5. We had crew necks, we had polos, we had turtlenecks, and we had the cardigans. Now we're at the V-necks, which I never personally really loved, so let's cover them quickly and then we can move on. This is a piece from ZARA, not currently in store. This is from a couple of years ago. Really had to dig through my closet to find this one. Haven't worn it a whole bunch, but I really like the color and I chose to go for a fairly springy fit. We've got from Banana Republic straight-legged white chinos, technically a tiny smidge off-white. Then from Alo Yoga, a pair of sneakers that to me are very much like the Air Force Ones, but have a bit more of a clean design. And I feel like I might get stoned for saying that, but you tell me what you think. And then I just added the 47 cap in tan one more time, just to add a little bit of color in there. But I do like this piece a whole lot. A V-neck gives you a lot of room to play around with layering things underneath. It is a more unique neckline, and it is also kind of trendy. Do I care? Not really. I prefer my turtlenecks, my polos, and my all the other things. Still good to talk about it, I think. I do see other people absolutely rocking it, and I think it also leaves some room for experimentation, which I tried to do with this Suitsupply vest, V-neck vest. So I'm kind of sneaking in another category, which would be vests. They're not as important, I'd say, this fall if we're talking about fashion. If you like them stylistically, phenomenal. So this off-white piece is from Suitsupply, and I wore underneath it a Oxford shirt that's extra large from Untuckit. So I wanted it to be a bit more boxy, a bit longer. On my legs, we've got what I'm actually wearing right now. These are corduroy pleated pants that I bought at a thrift store, and I think I paid like 10 bucks for them. They fit me off the rack, definitely like skater relaxed vibe, but I really like them. Go really well with the Alo Yoga sneakers that I'm wearing one more time. And then I'm wearing that 47 cap that I'm wearing right now in navy, picking up on the weight, picking up on the pants, works well, experimental look, not everybody's cup of tea, I know that, but that's okay. It's about having fun, it's about experimentation, it's about subjective feelings, what makes you feel good. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm currently in Australia, not doing fall fashion. I'm there for my best friend Nate's wedding. It's early spring there, so next week you'll probably hear from me with a little video with Nathan, and I think we're gonna go through some fall trends together, because why not talk about fall fashion trends with a friend. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, the general direction of where you can get some of those essential sweaters that you might want to play with this season. I'll see you guys next week with the next video. Until then, as always, stay dapper, y'all. Bye.